Hi, I haven't posted on YouTube for quite a while. I'm just going to build a trailer for my boat. The reason is I want to sail up to the Whitsundays as usual once a year, and I'd like to have a trailer in both ends, one down here in Brisbane and one in the Whitsundays, so that I can pull the boat out when I'm up there and fly home. And then when the weather's nice and I want to have another sail, I can launch it in the Whitsundays and sail it back to Brisbane. So a trailer at both ends makes sense to me. Yeah, here's the 125 with all the steel on for the new trailer. I'm using 100 by 50 box, 4mm wall thickness. Yeah, it was going to cost me $80 to get the stuff delivered, so I thought, no, bugger that. I'll cost me $600 for the steel, and I wasn't going to spend $80 on transport. So I just got the 125 trailer and got a bit inventive. I've just got this trailer back from the galvanizers. I spent a month fabricating it, welding it at the side of the house, and it took me longer than I thought. I'm going to put it back together, and this is my new trailer for up in the Whitsundays. Just finished my trailer, and I'm just about to head off up to the Whitsundays. I'd just like to thank a few people. It was Chucky209 on YouTube and Welding Tits and Tricks. I watched their videos, and they helped me a great deal, because before I started I wasn't a very good welder, and I'm not a very good welder now, but I think I can run a reasonable bead. It took me a month to make. That was including designing and faffing around and waiting for the galvanizing. And I think I've got a very nice trailer. It cost me $4,600. Of that, the materials for the steel cost about $800. The galvanizing cost $750, and the stuff I bought from Viking Rollers was all the wheels and undercarriage and the brakes, everything to do with that, cost me about $2,600. So, and then there was about incidentals of $450 from Bunnings and various other places. So yeah, I'm very happy with what I've got now. It weighs 600 kilos and can take 2 tons. The boat, my little Spacesailer, it weighs probably 1,000 kilos empty, and I'm hoping that with the extra 400 kilos to get up to the 2 ton, that will carry all the anchors and my food and water and fuel. This is the boat on the old trailer. Very good design's been brilliant. There's nothing wrong with it. The only reason I've changed it's starting to get a bit rusty, and I need 2 trailers. I want one in the Whitsundays and I'd like one in Brisbane, so that when I get to the Whitsundays I can pull this boat out and put it on my block up there and fly home. And then when I fancy sailing the boat back, I can sail it back, or I can tow a trailer up there and tow this trailer up there and bring it home. One of the reasons I built it was I wanted to have an extension so that I could easily launch the boat. And when I get a bit older, my wife doesn't like the way we launch at the moment, which is with a tow rope, and I slowly let the tow rope go, and then the trailer goes into the water. It works pretty well, but she's stressed at the ramp, so I thought it was very important that I try and take the stress out of the ramp launching in the future. And so I've made a large extension pole for launching the boat. I just demonstrate how it goes out. It's pretty good, and it all just clips on the trailer, and it doesn't have to be tied on. It's all just locked in. Well, that's my extension bar, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to launch anywhere. It doesn't matter how shallow the ramp is. I should be able to launch stratus most places. I'm just getting the boat ready now, putting the food on board, and I'll be setting off for the Whitsundays from Brisbane on Sunday, I believe, or maybe Saturday. It's Friday tomorrow. I'll spend a day tidying the house up to keep my wife happy, cutting the grass and the lawns so it can be ready for the last a month and a half, and then I'll be on making tracks. When thinking about building another trailer for Stratos, you have to take in account this one here can carry 1,600 kilos. I reckon the trailer weighs about 350 kilos, and when I go to the weighbridge I weigh about 1,750, so I'm a bit overweight, and I would like to have a launching pole, so I couldn't fit it on this truck. With the weight, the launching pole weighs about 100 kilos, so I ended up going for a four-wheel trailer. And there's a few problems with going from this to a four-wheel trailer. Is with the launching pole, which is 100 kilos. It's 500 kilos for the trailer because it's pretty heavily made because I built it myself, and I don't want it to drop to bits. So that left me 1,500 kilos for the boat, and I reckon the boat weighs about 1,000 kilos. So hopefully there'll be 400 kilos of gear on it. But with the launching poles, that brings it back to 300 kilos. I still think I'll just come under 2 tons, but we'll see when I go to the weighbridge. I'm sailing Stratos up from Brisbane to the Whitsundays in a couple of days, and I'm looking for somebody to bring my trailer up at the end of July. If anybody wants to bring the trailer up, it weighs 600 kilos, and I'll take them out for 5 days around the islands, and they'd see Whitehaven Beach right around the Whitsundays, and they'll have quite a good time. If anybody's interested in taking me up on my offer, just email me at simoncarterau@gmail.com. Hopefully I'll be running a bit of a blog on the way and posting some photographs. Simon Carter AU, WordPress, and I've got a blog going there, and I'll try and fill it in as whenever I can get into internet range.